up, everybody? Garrett back here, and I'm with Kyle and Marissa once again for a new series that we're going to start, and it's going to be all about Are You Afraid of the Dark? So if you guys grew up around the same time we did, the early 90s, a show aired on Nickelodeon or SNCC, I would say.
SNCC.
And that was like their Saturday night lineup with like Ren and Stimpy, and what else was on SNCC?
Clarissa. So it's Clarissa, all that.
Roundhouse.
Ren and Stimpy, Roundhouse, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are You Afraid of the Dark was always last.
They kept swapping things in and out.
They did, but you had to air this last just because.
Well, because it was scary.
And it was the latest thing. Yeah.
It was scary.
I think it was like what, like 9:30? I think it came out.
It was like pretty late, right?
Yeah, I think so because when
that's like shitty though. Like, hey kids, last thing you watch before bed is scary.
But that's why they
and
did
then
it.
You go like right to bed.
They knew what they were doing. That's why they did it.
I like that.
I really remember, and I don't know if you do too, but you know, on Saturday nights, dude, a couple things growing up that we either did. It was my dad brought us to our grandmother's or brought us to an arcade or something like that. And I always made sure we had to be home for Ren and Stimpy. The arcade.
For Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, like we always made sure, like, oh, no matter what we're doing, we have to be home for Ren and Stimpy, because for us, like, Ren and Stimpy and Are You Afraid of the Dark were the two that we had to see like every week.
See, mine was Clarissa because I loved Clarissa and I always knew it like kicked everything off.
I hated Clarissa.
So you did?
Yeah, like I didn't really watch it that
Maybe it was
much.
more of like a girl thing.
I think that was on at like 8. That was like the first one.
It was the first one, yeah.
Hey Sam.
Are You Afraid of the Dark was super important to me as a kid. I think it was also a huge gateway into horror movies for me. You know, I had some things that I liked here and there, but like that I think was the big one. And a lot of these shows now, I mean, it might come off cheesy, but going back and rewatching some of these, like they still had a pretty good effect even watching it, you know, back as an adult.
Yeah, well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said it was a gateway because, I mean, as a kid, how many horror movies did we really watch when we were that young? Because when we were watching SNCC, we were what, like 12?
Not even.
Yeah, no, not even.
I mean,
right?
yeah, probably at some point, probably between like 10 to 12.
10 to 12, yeah. So, I mean, this was really our introduction to horror. And there was some scary episodes. Like, I'm not going to lie. I was pretty freaked out by some of them.
So what we want to do with this series is kind of go back, pick a couple different episodes per season that really meant something to us, and then kind of watch them along with you guys and just do like a little commentary through it, talking about memories that we have of it, what we think of it now, maybe things that come off kind of cheesy because the acting sometimes isn't all that great.
Yeah,
so
it's not, especially in the early seasons.
Yeah, the early ones when they were figuring it out. Oh my god.
So it's kind of good to go back. Now, the one we are going to talk about today is actually a favorite of all of ours. I'm not going to say it was the first one we saw or my absolute favorite. I have to really go back and look, but it was one that I always remembered. And I talk about this in other videos, is that I'm really into any kind of scary movies that take place like in a neighborhood or because that's how we grew up in like a neighborhood with a lot of people. And when it involves like neighbors, like I'm always into that, like Fright Night and Summer of 1984,
The Burbs,
Disturbia.
So I mean,
the game Maniac Mansion we really like, right? So what I think we're gonna do though, because again, there's 100 episodes here. We're gonna pick a little bit from each season, and we'll go kind of in that order. This will be diving into our first episode of season 1, and I think this will take us quite a while to get through. So as the weather starts getting nicer here, I thought it'd be pretty cool, and I know we talked about it, doing it like in front of a fire because we have fire pits and stuff. So to film it in front of that, kind of talking about the movie, you know, in front of the fire like they did in the show. So.
What's the stuff they throw in? We figured out what it was.
It was like milk, some dried milk.
It might have been dried milk. Yeah.
We're gonna have to get some of that
evaporated milk to.
It's gonna be fun.
Submit it for the approval.
I love it. So the episode we are gonna talk about and watch with you guys today is
The Nightly Neighbors.
The Nightly Neighbors. So if you guys remember that one, that was in season 1. It was a little bit later in the season, but it's definitely one that we thought would be a cool one to kick this whole series off. So guys, I would say grab a snack and popcorn and a drink and hang out with us for the next 30 minutes and we'll go through this episode together.
Already I have chills.
Oh, the beginning was so good, and just that music and just the randomness of it brings me back for sure.
I remember thinking as a kid, I'm like, dude, I can't wait to see that episode with that guy in the attic.
The dummy.
The dummy.
You thought these were like episodes.
Like not, like just like pranking you. That's so awesome.
Iconic.
What good direction as far as the directors and the producers that had put all these things together to make the atmosphere of the show and stuff. For kids too.
I mean, If
Oh,
they're
that-
scared.
Okay, so that girl right off the bat.
That's like the
No way.
oh,
They're always scarier.
he's the Bernard of the episode.
Yeah, he totally is
show.
the Bernard.
Yeah, but-
She was in a TV show,
Because-
Clueless, and she's in a lot of things. So I recognize her from Are You Afraid of the Dark nowadays.
Who are those kids? What are they in?
Probably nada.
Oh, you've heard of the dog? Dude,
Yeah.
that looks like you.
It does. It does. And that girl looks like me when I was young.
What, that one?
She does.
Kind of
that?
gross. Everyone always lives happily ever after.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember their names. The main
what's
kid
your
with the
problem?
glasses, I actually found him on
Bernard.
Instagram. He's actually like still doing stuff, you know.
Like for this?
I think in Hollywood, I believe, but he does post a lot of stuff. I think
You can
about
be
the show.
scared during the day.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
surprised they don't do conventions.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
it's
that would be
so
awesome.
I mean,
Yeah.
everybody
Maybe-
else does.
I think a lot of these things just fly under the radar.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the convention people don't think to get all these people.
Yeah, I think they will
Oh,
eventually.
there's
Maybe
evaporated milk.
Here it comes.
It's you.
I call this story Tale of the Nightly Neighbors.
Sick. Oh, that's in the shape of a face.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Oh, Night Living Dead.
Oh, that's cool.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Oh, so this is like really laying into the horror.
Yeah.
This is kind of like The Burbs when he's watching shit at
Yes. That's what I'm saying. The
see
whole
that.
neighborhood thing.
Hopefully you guys are eating up on it.
I know. I'm kind of. Why don't we have popcorn right now? We
night. So
need
it'd be
it.
too crunchy.
So.
Dramatic, dude.
Did I scare you?
Nope.
Not too funny.
Dude just shuts it off. Why?
What you mean?
You sit in front of the TV all day and you're gonna turn into dad.
That's
Right.
not bad, though.
If that happens,
Dude,
we'll
that's
send you to
us.
your room. Forever.
What turns it down?
Yeah.
I'll sit in front of the TV.
Dude,
That's
what a
fun.
jerk.
Popcorn on the
You'll
head.
always be a zero.
Like as like a clean mom over here versus like freaking out seeing her do
There's a
that.
ton
So
going
much
on
butter in his head.
I'm not gonna miss any of it.
Just gonna give him a haircut right now.
In the 90s.
Also,
yeah.
she looks like she could be his mother.
Hey, new
She looks
neighbors
older.
moving in.
Oh, there they are.
He's ready to get his hair cut in the 90s. He's like, I was
Dumb and
watching
Dumber.
Home Improvement. I like the hairstyle of that kid.
I think they look cool. Maybe
They
they're
do look cool.
artists.
They look dressed like me.
They're like gothic. They look cool. Yeah.
Nowadays, it would just be goth. Yeah.
Whoever they are, they don't fit this.
Dude, I wonder if the neighbors think that about us. Because
That we're goth?
we wear black like 24 hours a day.
No,
Whoa.
I go out in black on black like every day.
that's just
that
you.
wasn't fake.
Oh,
I think I'm going to avoid our new neighbors.
I think that's a good plan.
it's so sick that he's scared of them because they're like wearing black.
And because they turned around. Like,
Yeah, and they moved in at night. Like they had a choice about that.
Oh, here
Is
we
that my
go.
dad?
Need a hand?
I need a new
Oh, I love. Can we talk about the '90s clothes too? I love her like button down and jeans.
I like it.
It's
I like
very
the baggy
cool.
shirt.
Yep.
It's kind of how people dress now.
Yeah, it is. It's coming
Well,
back.
because it's
yeah.
coming back.
You know these people?
Nah, they just moved in Friday night. We're coming over to say hi. What's their name?
Braun, Mr. and Mrs.
Oh, PJ Bronze.
Rovno, Ukraine. They're from the Ukraine.
Oh, from the Ukraine.
Oh, that's weird.
That is weird, huh?
What
Did
the
we
hell?
pick that one?
Near
We picked the
Russia.
wrong time. What
I
to do?
know.
Jesus.
Sorry,
One
dude.
of these refrigerators pretty bad if they ordered them when they were still in Russia.
Oh, they're
That's
fridges.
what they are? Refrigerators?
Did you say they ordered them when they were still in Russia?
Yeah. Well,
You just gonna leave them?
Yep.
yeah, because Ukraine was part of Russia.
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
That guy's not bringing the fridges
Leave them in
in.
the driveway. See ya.
It's weird that this is on the episode, huh?
Yeah.
It's
That's weird.
so freaking random.
Their
Oh,
car's
Bemis.
here. They gotta be home. Why did they have
Yeah.
to
Music.
You left the garage open.
That's it. I forgot to close the garage. That's it.
What if they're KGB agents who had to bolt when the Soviet Union crumbled? Or gypsies searching for a new home?
Gypsies.
Oh, get real.
Is that the mom?
Yep.
Hi, Mom.
I'm late. Don't forget to tell your father about. Oh,
The classic absent parent, dude.
I'm late.
That guy
Bumps
took a
into the mail.
hit.
In the classic pair that's like in the hurry.
Yeah.
Mom's
Mailman
Gotta get
is
to
like
work
a
and
big
hurry
full
just
suit.
late.
Dude, that guy, the
Poor
mailman
guy.
took a huge hit. You see him? He flipped out when he got
Oh, remember he
Oh,
was
this
like,
guy's seen better
yeah, remember when
days.
he was like,
man.
he's
seen
like,
better
is this the
days.
one or is it later when he was like sick?
No, it's now.
Hey, yeah. I just got a touch of something. I was weak as a kitten.
It's COVID, dude.
So much.
Topical episode.
I almost go through.
Look at that bandage you put on.
It's like this big.
It's way too big for his neck.
Looks like extra
They wanted
skin.
to make sure that they showed the bandage.
I'll never forget.
What'd they say? Let's go find the sickest looking guy ever.
He just said the names are over and it's a night that he'll never forget.
I hope I
What the hell's that mean?
They got him like drunk or something.
It's like so fun. I'll never forget that night.
Emma started paying close
We went to the
attention to
Sizzler.
the bride.
And
But like, why did the neighbors go to like the mailman's house?
I don't know. It's a good.
He's the first one.
You
First
never
house
went
on the
You
block.
never went to the mailman's house?
The more
No.
she realized, the new neighbors
Oh,
were just
so strong, dude.
Right.
Just
They both
lives
left
in
it. It's just like,
casual.
They didn't talk to anyone.
I
Reminds me
think,
of
and no
Phantasm.
one ever saw them
Yeah,
yeah, when he
Oh.
lifts the coffin over his head.
only at night.
I feel like that woman has been in like a lot of
Never
things.
seen during the day.
She looks very familiar.
Yeah,
She's like
really
dressed
good.
like April O'Neil.
Yeah. The yellow coat. She does have an April O'Neil coat
And
on.
the hair.
My parents have a present for you, Miss O'Neill.
It's kind of late.
She's got like a
Maybe
sewer
some
in her
other
hand.
time.
Sewer cap.
It's like the toy that you get. Yeah, dude, even her hair is like wicked April.
Well,
Yeah,
at the
like
same
right there, if
time.
you took like a still, you could
Yeah.
like, pose that as like
Well,
an
when Turtles
April.
came out in '89, this was what, '92?
And the strange
Dude, I'm
disease
still
that
kinda
hit Mr.
bothered
Mitchell
that-
Turtles
was
99.
spreading
Oh,
to the
no,
No, Turtles
movie?
is '89.
The movie?
Yeah.
1990.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
I'm still bothered that those new neighbors were over at this guy's house hanging out.
I'm bothered by that Band-Aid on his neck. It's stressing me out.
It's like everybody has
God.
the same. Unless the night the neighbors like give them that band-aid afterwards.
It's a night they'll
They
never
have like
forget.
a-
They're like, here you go.
They have like a huge supply.
Like they kind of like the sticky
It's like a
bandits. Like
party.
after they do it, they like they like put it on. It's like their
like-
calling card.
It's their parting gift.
But this was a little weird.
It's like kind of easy to find out who did it when you're like, who was over? Like the new neighbors, like everybody
All
gets
the
one of
pieces
those.
of the puzzle came together.
What's that? Oh, I remember this scene.
Oh yeah, it was like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
was like
yeah.
on the. This
This is
started to be on
scary.
like the
Commercial.
later like opening, I think.
Yeah,
This is Wicked Verbs. Oh my god, it even sounds like the music.
Yeah, it's like Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
it's sick. I remember for a kids thing, this was a little intense.
That's why this is one of my favorites, because I
Yeah.
remember it so well.
Jonathan. She has a band-aid? No.
No. It'd be funny if she did though.
Missing out. It's a fashion statement from the Ukraine.
Look at his ball, dude.
Sick.
That's
Dude, you know what? I was saying this to him the other day when we were watching these.
Can't go to school.
Rooms don't look like that anymore. Kids' rooms do not look like that anymore.
Remember we were watching
You
the.
make him like that.
I know, but what kid nowadays would want to put
True.
a freaking globe on there?
We were watching which one? Laughing in the Dark. As a
Yeah,
kid,
yeah.
his room was set up like a hockey rink.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was
yeah.
what the hell?
nasty.
That's so random.
So cool.
Why though?
Look at that though, huh?
It's like oh no, Pete had our cousin had the New York. Remember?
Yeah, like the New York wallpaper.
That's so sick. And then when she's like talking about that, she can just like point to where they're from.
Bulgaria, Transylvania.
Oh shit.
And what about those people? They're all
I don't like
getting
this
sick.
little boy's
Weak and
look.
pale, and they'll have
He's
band-aids on their
90s.
necks.
I don't know.
There's
It's
only one explanation. What? Our neighbors are vampires.
Ugh, I'm dreaming.
No, you're not. They're vampires, all right. They gotta
Vampires.
be.
There's no such thing as vampires.
sick.
Now go away!
He had that.
He sleeps with it.
Yeah, he just had it in
Just in
bed.
case.
I know it was
Okay, when the vampires come in. Hello.
I'll bet it was their coffins.
Oh shit. She knows.
Kind of reminds me like this is like a '90s like Twilight. That's Kristen Stewart like trying to explain this.
A little bit, yeah.
I bet it was a coffins.
He's a vampire, Edward.
But if I'm right and I find coffins, then our neighbors are vampires, and we are in big time
So they're gonna
trouble.
break in. That's sick.
Best part. Oh,
That's what we should have had.
yes.
We should have had some blood.
The,
Night.
it's you, dude. Every
Adios,
time.
Emma.
His hair and stuff like.
The kid's like afraid to drink it. Like he thinks it's really important.
People getting sick.
Yeah, like blood.
Look at
is
that
being
thermos.
Sucked from their necks. I love it.
Oh, a thermos.
She's
That's
a
a nasty
jerk, dude.
thermos. She
She
is.
drinks right from it. Everyone, no one else got that cup
Everybody
yet.
was like,
Yeah,
so
pouring it.
And that
Germs.
night, she did.
it was the best part. It's the best part.
What are you
You
doing?
can't smell the garlic.
It's like after my mother cooks.
Dude, it's not cooked though.
I know.
You can't smell
No,
raw
you can't.
garlic.
You'd have to open it
Safe
up
as
and
long as
start
you
peeling
remember
it.
It's not
A
open.
vampire can't come into someone's home unless it's been invited. So
you
never,
can't smell it.
ever
I
invite
don't
the
think
bride.
so.
I don't know.
I think you need to open it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had
Yeah, I
that.
mean, you walk in a supermarket, you just see the garlic sitting there. It doesn't stink.
Well, I mean, I don't go up to it and smell it, but I don't think we ever have garlic at the house.
It's because you're not Italian.
I won't. Don't worry.
We're
Look,
Lebanese.
they leave the same time
Not even
every
Syrian.
night. Probably in search
There
of
they go. They're going to church. This is cool to do, or
What, break in?
Yeah.
They need to find out. They need
Kind
to
of makes
know.
you want to like break into your neighbor's house.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
I think we talked about this maybe before, but back then, we used to play like manhunt stuff in the neighborhoods, and we'd literally like just run in anybody's yards.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah,
hide
yeah,
in their bushes.
yeah.
But like, I think now if I was to look out my window and there'd be a group of kids like hiding in my bushes, I'd probably like freak
That's
out.
what all the kids were playing last night. I was
Well,
so
like I
jealous.
remember being under neighbors' cars and stuff,
Yeah.
not even caring.
And then I think we had like the base or whatever, like the home base was like in that yard next to Coombs, but like,
Yeah, it wasn't even
anybody's
Coombs.
yard. We used to like all lay there like talking and stuff for like hours,
Yeah.
and it was just some random people.
Oh, there they are.
Hello, we are your new neighbors.
Might we come in?
Good casting.
I feel like that kid looks like John Cena's kid.
No, wait.
I don't know what John's that kid.
I don't think he has.
The
No,
other kid,
he has a
he
kid.
has like a
the
good, like
vampire
good
kid.
like structure, like
Yeah.
facial structure.
He's got like Cena bones.
He could be John Cena's kid, yes.
You look tough, kind of.
Yeah.
Nobody. Wrong house.
Wrong house.
Don't invite them in. That's
I
the
love how they're
first
just
rule.
still after he slammed the door on them, they're still standing there waiting. They didn't like turn around and go home.
This broad's like, come on in.
Oh, Dad's pumped. He just slides in.
Never
Parents
did
in
that.
these shows are always so stupid.
So stupid.
They make them. I know it's probably to appeal to kids, but they make the parents out to be like imbeciles.
Chief Woodenhead.
What's that?
Creep show.
Creep show, yeah. Good music.
Yep.
What's she gonna find?
She also kind
You
of
know
like
what
your
she's
sister a
got.
little bit.
A little bit. Her hair.
Kinda, yeah.
Dad looked like that in the 90s. She had the same hair.
It's a diesel lock. Why is the top so big?
Oh, I think I remember. Wasn't there something in there like blood or something? Like something that was.
I'm sorry, my
fridge
husband
is
is
full.
Oh,
late.
yeah. But when we get to that
Late.
part, I'm going to say something because
We know
that
what
fridge,
it's
man.
like, eh? We both work evenings.
We always talk about those
Yes,
styles.
don't. Yeah, yeah,
I remember what the fridge looks like.
yeah.
It's been a while since we moved here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
She looks so
What is
familiar.
I just said that. I
Sounds
said
like
that.
Elijah Dushku.
No, she looks
Oh
like
yeah, from Buffy. A little bit.
a little
Yeah.
bit, but also
What's her name?
Liza Dushku.
Elijah Dushku.
Audiences to study different
Look at this.
And this guy looks like my uncle or something.
He's like clean.
He looks like he could be like.
He looks like he's like so fast.
You know, he looks kind of like what was that show where the guy was like he didn't like to like touch anything, or whatever.
He was like OCD.
What about
OCD?
Bob?
No, like a TV show.
House?
Maybe.
Oh yeah. You're thinking of
I've
house.
never seen it.
Sorry.
There it is. Okay, now I'm gonna say what I
murder
gotta say.
Daddy's never gonna let me forget
Anytime
this.
I see that fridge, I always think of this episode.
A fridge like that.
Right. Not that particular
specific
fridge. Yes.
fridge.
Anytime I see a fridge that looks like that, I always think of like
Yeah, like
there's
when we're
gonna
in
be blood
Lowe's
in
and
there.
stuff.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be like body
I
parts.
always
like,
wanted one of those fridges to put in the garage.
like a meat fridge.
Like a freezer fridge.
Yeah.
Like a freezer that I can just throw with stuff.
You know, as adults, I feel like we would use that.
You go to BJ's and you just buy
But
everything.
every time
So you can fill it
I
up.
saw that freezer, I'd get freaked out.
What's the little kid's name?
In this?
This little guy.
John Cena Jr.
No, I mean, don't we
name's
get who
Vamp.
just got here?
I'm afraid Lex needs to rest.
Is it Max?
But
Dude's so tired.
Yeah, it's like-
He's like falling over.
Dude needs some of that red juice they were drinking.
maybe not.
It's getting late, Day Day.
He's a good little actor.
Day-Day.
The acting's
Is that
not
guy
bad in this
Day-Day?
one, I gotta say.
Invited, I promise you.
Is he Day Day? No, Day
Day-Day.
Day. That's Day Day.
Day Day's from next Friday.
I know, but that kid's name is Day Day.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's what she just said. It's getting late, Day Day.
Great.
Dude, next Friday's the best one.
It really was.
I don't care what anyone says. Fight
Hundreds
me.
and fifties. I'm not gonna say it. Dude, that fridge though. That fridge.
Oh,
I
did she
can't.
did she hear that they're home? Was that what that creaking was?
No, it's him
it's not
coming
Day
in.
Day came.
Yeah.
Is it Day Day?
He doesn't look like a Day Day. I don't know why.
That's what I
They
just said, Day Day.
Come on! Wait,
I gotta see something.
How did they not see Day Day run into their basement?
Oh my God, we don't know if his
they-
name's Day Day.
But they just
That
left.
sounds weird.
They just left Day Day's house, and then Day Day ran to the house into the
Yeah,
basement.
we don't. Can we confirm it's Day Day?
Ooh,
It is now.
look at all that blood.
That looks good.
That's all I picture in those
like-
fridges when I see them. It's all I
It's
picture.
like a glass.
It's like
Dude, I
this
want
cold.
that.
It looks like really cold cranberry juice.
No, it's Kool-Aid, dude.
Kool-Aid.
It looks like that fruit punch that Mom used to get. It wasn't Kool-Aid, but it was just something like
Hawaiian?
random.
Hawaiian punch?
No,
No, it reminds me of they used to
Crystal
do this
Light,
stuff.
too.
I think it was called
Crystal
like
Light.
with the protein that you can. I don't know if they still make it where it comes in like a juice. You like
Protein juice?
First aid?
It's not. It wasn't old. It was only out a couple pure.
Girl, don't you know you gotta put all that stuff back? Come on.
and she knows nothing about breaking into neighbors' houses.
Day they had bottles of
Day Day,
blood.
dude, you just said it.
Oh, all right. He just doesn't look like a Day
All he
Day.
is now.
Did not. Mom did.
He's just imagine that kid is just. This is like a.
I mean, that shirt though,
reference.
that's like getting ridiculous.
Who's he
Isn't
gonna
it?
It's so big, dude. It's like hanging off
They
of
were
his neck.
invited in, remember?
I thought he was gonna like swing at
It's
her
like
head.
a deep V, you know?
Mom and Dad. Or the police.
Dude,
Here he goes, more garlic.
We're the only
our
ones
parents
who
would
know
have
we're
been
the
pissed if
only
we put
ones who can
staples in the
stop
wall
them.
like that, like into the molding.
I couldn't even hang posters.
been
I had
so
to
mad,
on my
dude.
walls. I had to do it on my door.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
You
had
at
to
least
like.
got to do
I
that
always
on the
like
wall.
swapped out
Yeah, but
my
tape,
door.
though.
Yeah, we used to use tape. Actually, Mom
I
used to
used
buy us that like
tacks.
remember that like pink gummy stuff
Yeah.
because she thought it would come
I
off.
used
but,
tacks.
Yeah, see, I remember Andrew Walsh used to use tacks.
So it was all holes in my door.
You were jealous, dude. It was like so clean.
Because it
as
looked
opposed to
clean,
this,
yeah. You know, ours always with tape, it always kind of looked a little bit off.
Put this on.
What's in it?
Wooden
Stay there.
spikes. We have to find the coffins
this girl's
and drop
tough.
the wooden spikes.
Wooden
in the ground.
spikes. Damn, this girl's turned into
She has
Buffy.
like a Jodie
Turned
Foster
into a
or something.
freaking vampire
Wooden
slayer.
spike.
She does have
Wear
Jodie
this
Foster.
just in case.
Forget it.
Like specifically Silence of the Lambs, Jodie Foster.
That's like a nasty wooden steak too. It's all like wrapped
No,
and
but
everything.
it's Jodie Foster all the time. If you watch all her stuff, it's kind of all the same.
Yeah.
Even this little girl down the lane or something. I've seen that when she was really young. It's the same thing. She was like kind of tough. Yeah.
Dr. Lecter.
Stay close, guys.
What do they have crosses around there?
Yeah, like we could like whack one.
I was just gonna say, I thought it was a good one.
That cross.
It's going a good chain. Day Day.
Yeah,
Derpy.
dude. Day Day.
I should have had the cross
You got
break.
sick
Look at those
kicks.
Day Day kicks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a huge window for the basement.
Now what?
I think I know where the coffins are.
Wait, was Day Day was there when she found the fridge, right?
Yeah, he came in.
Yeah, he came in after.
Oh shit. It's a big chest.
Puke.
Great.
It's locked.
Don't worry.
Hundreds of
Day Day kid
pigs.
from Friday.
Count the green.
They always have these long locks.
That's what I mean. What is
Who
that?
just said that?
Scared, Em. Me too, but get a grip.
Yeah, Day Day's a wuss.
Get a grip,
He's like
Day-Day.
shaking and shit.
Now, what's their plan here? Just to have proof? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna try to.
They're gonna stake.
We'll see.
Well, they have the steaks on for
Steakums, dude.
protection. Steakums, they're gonna like cook them in gargle matter.
They opened that freezer. There's just like a ton of steakums.
Good luck.
The
Get so
director's like,
nervous.
alright, Day Day, shake. Okay. Nice.
I got it.
Girl.
Good spot.
Good spot,
Dude,
dude.
no
It's like
fucking
you're
way.
gonna be able to see in a second.
No way! That's the
That's
worst
the worst
table.
spot ever. They would have been better off just trying to jump out the window.
Is that the mom or the dad?
The dad, I think.
The dad.
He's seen.
Slick boots.
Yeah, this is sick.
He doesn't see like
Dude,
that.
her legs are sticking out.
He doesn't see like a girl's butt hanging out. They couldn't have found a better.
No,
Well, it was quick. They had
No,
to just,
no.
No, but I'm saying when
Oh,
the
to put it,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
believable.
Well, there was a
spot than that.
tablecloth hanging over the other side.
No, but look at her butt hanging up the side.
Oh, yeah.
It's like right over there.
Who was that?
I don't know, let's bolt.
He knew they were there.
No, you should have did. You should have went out to the side and like boarded that window up. Like he knew they were down there but didn't say anything. Yeah. That would have kind of been a good twist, wouldn't it?
Yeah. they would've
Like he
locked
saw him,
in.
but he was just like, I'm gonna lock him in.
That would have been a scary
Dude,
twist.
wait, it's daytime now?
Wait, it was nighttime when they. No. They went in when it was daylight.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they're not awake.
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I thought vampires couldn't go in the sun. They can't.
They're in the sun.
No, children.
It's got a cooler.
His face, he's like, I knew you were down.
You must be Dede's sister, Em.
She kind of looks like our neighbor,
Which one?
Lucy.
No.
You don't think so? I think she looks like her.
I think I recognize it like it's her. When you see it next time, like, hey, you know what happened to
That
me?
guy looks like that actor that looks like Zach. That's in all those movies.
Hey, what was his name?
I don't remember,
What's
but he
that?
was in like I think he was in Pulp Fiction. He's been in like he's in like everything.
Drive.
Yeah.
They have a surplus and
He was in
we've been
Curb.
storing the extra units.
It's like the classic, like the classic hospital thing. with the
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, that's how you know.
Loved having a friend. Nice to meet you, Emma.
Ciao.
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 Does that mean like to eat? He's gonna
Like,
chow.
Ciao.
He's like gonna go in and eat. He was telling her what time of the day it was.
That's why they
Hold up. You have a
And
dog
how
or
was I
something?
supposed to know
Chow.
that?
What's that from?
We better
Like,
get them before they get
Alright.
us, Day. Ooh.
I'm sorry, but they should not have named this kid Day Day. He just does not look like a Day Day.
Because of next Friday.
No, I know, but like,
Give me a break.
That's like in the first episode that we watched, and the kid's name was Buzz, the nerd kid. Buzz, dude. The hell's Buzz?
Afraid so.
refreshing.
Looks good.
It does.
So they say they know they were down there.
God, I want to put like all of our drinks in glass bottles. Better than plastic.
I want to buy that meat fridge.
All right,
Let's do it.
all right.
Wait, what meat?
And we'll just the
That's
three
what-
of us will just buy tons of meat. And we'll
Well, yeah,
just
maybe we can just share
store it.
one.
That's what I
We
mean.
can put it in Garrett's garage because no one's there right now.
Come, master. The sun is gone.
Oh shit!
What?
You'll feel better soon, Master.
He's the
Master!
only vampire.
Invited in by new victims.
You are wise in coming to this country. There is so much more.
Oh, that's a nice little twist.
Yeah.
And no one.
That's why he was looking like hell. He didn't have his blood fixed.
Yeah.
And they were eating chow. Oh, there he is. Vampire Cena.
And then they pan to this kid.
Dude,
He's
so
on it.
scared.
With ghosts and ghouls, there are no rules. But a vampire's bite only comes at night.
I could have done without the little poem at the end.
I like
Wait,
that poem.
so that was it?
Yeah.
They don't.
He was
there's no like
the.
conclusion.
That was
Well,
it,
the
yeah.
conclusion was he was the
The conclusion
vampire.
that is the vampire is still out there, kid. Oh, could be your neighbor. It's Will.
Until next time.
We gonna pour juice in the fire pit?
We gotta pour everything in that
I'm
fire
not. I
pit.
don't
Pour
think we're
everything.
putting juice in there.
But
Brand new. That was good.
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Definitely,
I like this song.
definitely one of my
Like the
favorite
different version?
episodes.
I don't know. I kind of wish it ended
From
like
season
in a,
one.
I don't know. Like,
like,
Like, you got more to like,
like
how
they
is
open it and
at all.
they like stake him.
that? You want
Like a
the-
little kid, like. eh.
So he's still out there. So like that's the thing though. What do? Just like let them live there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More people
Well,
with
they didn't.
bandits.
They didn't know. They didn't find out. That was what that.
No, I know. That's
how
what
it
I'm
ended.
saying.
Yeah. So
that's-
what happened in the neighborhood? I want to see a follow-up episode.
There's gonna be a lot of bandages on a lot of
So
people.
many
We're
There's
gonna
gonna
have
be so
that.
many vampires.
But like, whatever happened to the people in the bandages? Did they just die, or did they turn to vampires?
I don't know.
All that.
Well, if they turn to vampires, then the whole neighborhood's gonna be.
so the sequel would be like the nightly neighborhood, and they're like
Yeah.
out there like at night. Like,
Well,
yeah.
the mailman died of old age before.
Oh yeah, he's long
yeah, but if
gone.
a vampire, you don't die.
He
So he would just
died
be-
before he turned.
Oh, before.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we kicked off this series with that episode because I gotta say that that's one of my favorites.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, like I said, it was especially as being a kid. I think it was really effective, and
It was scary as a kid.
Like that freeze frame that's up there right now. That's a good,
Yeah.
that's a good scene. That's
like,
a good frame.
I love the idea of just because again, a lot of kids live in neighborhoods, and after watching that, they kind of like, oh, what are my neighbors like? Especially the ones you don't know, right?
Right.
So
The Klopeks.
yeah, I always love that stuff. So that was cool. I liked that one. So I'm glad that we did do that one first because I actually did talk about that when? Oh, I did a Burb stream and I mentioned this episode.
Yeah.
So
I think that's why.
That's what kicked it off. That's what made us want to do it and watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch more of these though. I like the show.
Yeah, these are fun.
The show is good.
These are really fun. There's a lot of good ones. Did you guys ever catch any Tales from the Crypt episodes?
We did. HBO.
Yeah, we did, but we didn't see it until it went to Fox, which I think was like after it was already done.
Yeah.
They always aired like really late at night. I did have HBO.
That's probably why.
Yeah, but every once in a while I would, if I flipped and I saw the Crypt Keeper, I would like switch it off so quick because he scared the living crap out of me. He was so scary.
God, think about
he still is.
like the way TV worked back then, and it still does, obviously. But as a kid, you're sitting there with like a TV in your room, just going through channels, not even knowing what's gonna pop up on anything. Like you can come across stuff.
Yeah, imagine just seeing the Crypt Keeper pop up on your...
It doesn't work like that really with Netflix, because Netflix, you look at the thing and you go, oh, I don't want to watch that. And it doesn't just start playing automatically like TV does.
Yeah,
or you have a choice, or you can watch it if you want to.
It's kind of
what I mean?
It's more convenient now. It makes more sense now, but I think there is a little bit of a lost, art, I guess, to that. Because,
discovery almost.
Yeah, because there was plenty of times you would have flipping through bored and be like, what's this? All right, I'll just watch it. And then realizing you really liked it. And then all of a sudden now that becomes something you enjoy, It goes back to anything else, is that when you're more appreciative of certain things, where now it's because everything's at the drop of a fingertip, it's like,
agreed,
you don't appreciate it as much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was one of those things like when you rent something, a video game or a movie, it's like, you've got to make the most out of that if you like it or not.
Yep.
And so there was a lot of times that you almost like force yourself to enjoy something or give it more than one chance because you had no other choice.
And that was like Eternal Champions. It sucked, but we bought it and we like had to love it because
we knew we weren't getting any new games for like 6 months, But yeah, so actually bringing that up, I mean, I think if you guys like this series that we're doing here, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Again, there's 100 episodes. We're not going to do all 100, but we're going to do a bunch of seasons. We're probably going to rewatch ones we've never seen or have seen. I feel like I don't remember a lot of the later seasons as much when the cast started to change.
Well, because we got older.
Right.
So we didn't watch them.
But you saying that, I also think if this is something you guys like, I would love to do the same concept with Tales from the Crypt. Because I think... when's the last time you've probably watched that show?
We've watched it not so long ago.
But not like a lot of it. We just watched like one episode.
I think that I've probably seen every episode at least once.
Oh, I have.
So I don't think I would be surprised by them, but
I would.
The show itself it's like this, but like for adults.
More adult driven, yeah.
And
scarier.
They had a lot of those episodes are like really iconic though. They're not like throwaway horror things. They're like really iconic storytelling.
No, definitely. And again, I remember this one very much as a kid. Always liked it. This episode that we just watched. So we definitely wanted to bring more nostalgia back into it and just talk about our memories of it. And this is definitely one that stuck with me.
And just Snick in general. Snick in general. I looked forward to, my Saturday nights, and I watched it from start to finish, and it was great.
How long are Tales from the Crypt episodes? Half hour?
I don't know.
I think they're longer than that.
They might be in like 45.
Because the reaction format is fun. It is nice to be able to watch it and talk about it while it's happening. It's nice.
So what I would say, guys, is number one, let us know what you thought about this series, because again, we're going to do more. Let us know your memories of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Did you watch it? Did you not watch it? Do you remember this episode that we talked about? And then leave a comment down below as well and let us know which episodes you did like. And we'll see if we end up touching upon those in this little series. So again, thank you guys so much for checking this out. This is Garrett at Born to Be Rad. This is Marissa and Kyle. And like always, stay
rad.